Wow, guys, level 6. Can't believe we're here already. We are so close to the end, guys. I don't know about you, but I'm kind of excited about all this, okay? Like, I'm super sad that it's ending, but I am so excited because like so many of you guys have done such an amazing job at creating just wonderful countries in this crazy distance learning setting, okay? All right, just like always, we're gonna get started with research. So you'll click on the document, open it. It's some pretty basic research. It's only a page this time, guys. So really annotate it, really read about it, just review about what diversity is, what diversity looks like. It can be more than just ethnicity and race, okay? Make sure you annotate, take a link, paste it in the top part box here. All right, now you're ready to get started in your actual level. Okay, so for this one, it's really important that you guys read all the directions on this level because there's a lot of small pieces to it, but it all kind of combines, and you're literally going to draw from previous levels, and you're going to like this stuff is going to impact the two last levels, okay? So it's really, really important that you guys read the directions fully, okay? Don't skip any parts, all right? So what you're going to do is you're going to end up clicking on this document here, and it's one of our spinners again, but it's a little bit different than before, okay? So one thing about our population and diversity level is we would never ask our students to pick one race or ethnicity above another, okay? We want to be equal. We want to treat people equally. So what we've done for this project so that doesn't happen is we've just given everybody kind of crazy colors for their people. All right, so you have an option of getting purple, yellow, green, red, or blue people, okay? Those are your only options, all right? Unfortunately, if you put anything else, like if you put any real world ethnicities or races into this project, we're probably not going to count the points, okay, guys? So really just take this seriously. I know it's goofy, I know it's silly, but we don't want to put one race or ethnicity above another, okay? All right, so you're going to spin this wheel here, and it's just going to have a number, all right? 1 through 6, and then whatever number you get, you're going to come down here to this table, and that's going to be your diversity in your population for your country, okay? So you could end up with like 80% purple and 20% yellow, and then you get to decide your population. You could end up with a melting pot where it's a little bit of everybody, okay? It could tell you like that you're going to have an extremely small population, but you get to pick the diversity of them. Or you might get an extremely large population, but you get to pick, again, the diversity of them. So it's just going to be up to the spinner. Okay, have fun with it, guys. All right, once that gets figured out, you're going to come back here to your level document. You're going to highlight the number that you got, okay? And then you're going to fill out you're going to record the percentages of the diversity of your people. So it might be 0 for purple and like 50% for red. It's just going to depend on what you got in that spinner. And then same thing for population. If it said like you have an extremely small population, you're going to pick from these two small populations and you're going to choose a number in there. Okay. If you got an extremely large, again, you're going to choose. If you get to pick any of these, then you're going to literally look at these and be like, okay, and then you're going to write up here on this blank, like I'm going to have an average small population and like give the number, okay? Then we're going to do our justification pieces, okay? So for diversity, whatever is in this part, okay, these percentages, you're just going to say like the diversity of my country is, and tell us what it is, okay? Like put it in word format, all right? These are some of your writing pieces, okay? So like use good grammar, write it all out. Then you're going to tell us 2 positives and 2 negatives impacts of having that type of diversity, okay? Same thing with population. You're going to say the number of people who live in my country is blank. Put the number because tell us why you picked that number. It could be something like you looked up the population of a country nearby and you want to be close to that. Or you looked up a country that's like similar in size to yours, so you want your population to be that size. And then again, 2 positives and 2 negatives of having that size population, okay? Then you're going to choose where your people live on your island. Now, this is one of those spots where you might need to look back to level 4, to your map level, because some of you guys, when you put those cities in, some of you guys put like 2 cities, some of you guys put like 10, all right? So you're going to need to divide up your population, and you're going to tell us like what percentage is going to live in the countryside, the suburban side, or the urban side, okay? So if you had a lot of like cities in your map, then you're going to need to put a lot of people in your urban places in your cities. If you didn't have a lot of cities, then you're going to need to put a lot of your population in the countryside, okay? And then again, just tell us the impact of that, okay? Then based again on your population, you guys are going to tell us if you want people to migrate to your country. Okay, so like, do you want people to move into your country or not? If you have a really large population, okay, like if you have like 30 million people already, you could say no. Like you can say, I believe this because we just want to be a tourist spot. We don't necessarily need more people to move in because of the size of our country. If you only have like 5,000 people in your country, then you're probably going to say, yeah, we want some more people to come in to help our economy. It's just going to be up to you guys and what you pick in your population. Okay. Then some creation pieces. Okay. We want you guys to take the number of your diversity and we want you guys to create some sort of visual here and put it in this box. It could be a graph, it could be a chart, it could be some sort of beautiful drawing. It's just up to you guys on some sort of population visual. Okay. Then you guys are going to look at animal populations. Okay. And again, this one's going to take you back, all right, to a level before, and it even says specifically in the directions, because this is something a little different. You have to look back at level 3 to your climates. Okay. So because you can't pick animals that can't survive in your climate, that just doesn't make sense. All right. We're just going to, like, pretty much everybody, actually, I think everyone so far that we've looked at has picked a human tolerant climate. And so that's great. But for animals, it's a little bit different, okay? Like you can't have hummingbirds in subarctic, okay? They won't survive, okay? So just kind of remember those things back from the levels previously, okay? And you guys are gonna do some, there's some kind of embedded research right here, like super short, like explaining what adaptations are, giving examples of that. You guys are gonna design 3 different animals that are perfectly adapted for your country. Okay, there's even a website here where you can go to like design a species if you want, but you're going to put the animals and there's going to be 3 specific ones and you're going to put them down here in this chart. So literally like the name of the species, you're going to describe the habitat, basically like how it's going to survive in your country, and then a picture of it. Okay, so hopefully guys, this diversity and population level has made sense. I'm really excited about it because it's a pretty creative level. And you guys get a lot of both writing and creation pieces, which is, I think, really great for you guys. We usually get some really awesome creation pieces from you all. Again, your checklist is at the bottom, submission assignments, and then our learning goals that we're assessing, okay? All right, guys, hopefully this makes sense. Again, as always, join our Zoom meetings if you need help, email us if you need help, let us help you, okay? You guys are doing great. Keep it up.